Hello, everybody. For anyone who's out there listening, um, thanks for tuning in for a little First Friday musical action going on here. My lovely assistant Katie has helped me get the technology needs figured out here, so hoping it works. I was just noodling around on all the things you are before I fired up the live show here, so I'm gonna continue on with that. right. Thank you very much. This is not some weird jazz phrase or euphemism or something. I gotta let the cat out. All right. You can go out. Well, let's see here. That was all the things you are. Old jazz standard. Kind of like all the different songs I play, a lot of jazz standards. Well, I was kind of swinging away there, so I'm gonna slow it down a little bit and do a beautiful ballad that I love. Um, hey, Brittany! Wow, is it great to see at least your virtual face? Boy, I miss seeing you. All right. Well, I'm gonna do a tune here titled "My One and Only Love." In answer to your question, Christy, any funds are greatly appreciated. Um, I'm just trying to think of how I do that. I have to ask my wife because she's good about these things. But I will. What I'll do is I'll post a link on my Facebook page, and I'll put a post up that says anyone wants to contribute, whatever that account is that I have. I'll figure it out after I'm done. But yeah, if you want to contribute, great. Thank you. I'm oh, sorry folks, I'm using a computer I am not used to. And I'm just enjoying reading these comments, I've been so dang isolated for so long. Um, it's just really nice to read the comments from friends that I care about so much, and I miss everyone so much. I'm grateful because I was able to get my vaccine. I got the Moderna one on my birthday, which is that's quite a story. I'm going into storytelling here, which I do on gigs as well. But yeah, I um, uh, 20 March 12th, 2020, my birthday. We were flying, me and my family. I had a gig down in Florida, and over the course of the 4 days we were there, the pandemic just exploded and everything changed. They're closing down the University of Minnesota and the NBA, and we're seeing all of this popping up on our phone as we're stuck in a hotel room in a convention center with 400 people down in Florida. And we were trying to figure out, how are we going to get home? How can we safely get home? Can we safely fly on an airplane to get home? And we were debating whether we were going to get in a car and drive back from Florida to Minnesota, or are we going to go for broke and just get on the plane and sanitize everything and get home fast? And that's what we did, and that was my birthday, my 35th birthday on March 12th, 2020. And talk about full circle, March 12th, 2021, I got my first dose of the Moderna vaccine, and be getting my second dose a week from today. And I'm just looking forward to the experience of playing for people live and hearing an audience clap, and going up to friends that I see in Bemidji or Duluth or Virginia or Hibbing, wherever I'm at, or the Twin Cities, and reconnecting with folks, because it's been a lot. So I just want to thank everyone who's here tonight, who's helping, by listening. It helps me. It makes my heart feel good. So I want to say miigwech to Ivy and Arnie for tuning in and sharing this, and it's great to see both Miriam and Christy on here, my beautiful Bemidji friends, and Liz, who's another incredibly gifted musician. And it's just it's great to feel the love and support. So I'm just scrolling through, reading these beautiful comments, because they just mean a lot to me. So let's see here. Gonna continue on with some music. Enough of the storytelling. Maybe I'll just do a blues, because I love playing the blues and just swinging out. Probably just do I'll do Blue Monk by Thelonious. All right, folks. Yeah. So that was Blue Monk. A little bit of Thelonious Monk going on. I think I'm gonna continue on in the Thelonious Monk vein because he's one of my favorite musicians of all time. One of my favorite composers. One of my favorite soloists. He wrote some just um, gorgeous ballads, and he was really part of that bebop movement in the 1940s, and he was hanging with cats like Charlie Parker and Bud Powell. He and Bud Powell were good friends, and um, also Charlie Mingus, and was really part of that modern jazz movement in the 1940s, moving into the 1950s with bebop. And during that time period, I don't really think he got his due in the 1940s and the early 1950s. I think he was recognized later on for the genius that he was. But one of the things that I really love about his playing, Thelonious's playing, and his composing, is where there was these sort of blazing tempos with people like Bud Powell or Charlie Parker. Monk played a typically not that he couldn't play fast. He certainly could, and he did, but he played slower tempos. And I remember hearing a great interview with Frankie Dunlop about Monk counting off Blue Monk, just ba doo ba doo ga, ba doo ba doo da, and Frankie talking about keeping time in that tempo and this huge gap in between the four beats, and keeping that perfectly in tempo. And Monk was a taskmaster. But the other thing that I was going to say about him is there was this kind of flat five tritone relationship thing that was going on with Charlie Parker and Bud Powell and these cats that were bringing kind of modern sounds into jazz and thinking more in a linear sense instead of a vertical sense. And it was at these breakneck speeds, and it was the way it manifested itself was in a bebop line, and so those altered tones were created with the line. But the way I hear Thelonious Monk's music is that kind of chromaticism and that kind of half-step dissonance was really emphasized in the chord structure and in the composing. And his improvising was so completely unique. It was not something I've never heard anyone, I've heard all kinds of Charlie Parker impersonators, and but I've never heard anyone that could touch what Monk did, and I don't think anyone should, because it was just so original, and that's what I loved about his playing. So anyways, I'm going to do one of his compositions that I really love. This is titled Pannonica. Thank you. Yeah. So, that was a couple tunes written by Thelonious Monk. That was Pannonica, written for the Jazz Baroness, as she was known, Pannonica de Koningswater, who, what can I say about her? She was a real patroness of the arts. She was from the Rothschild family, very wealthy family from England, and she actually, I think she wound up fighting with the French Foreign Legion during World War II. She was really something, but was a complete jazz fan and aficionado, and wound up moving to New York and hanging out and befriending all these jazz musicians. One of which was Thelonious Monk, who she kind of became, I don't know, kind of his one of his great helpers in life. You know, she really helped care for him and helped get him to gigs. And Thelonious had his fair share of challenges. Um, he was struggling with mental health issues and all sorts of different things. And Charlie Parker and she were good friends. Actually, Charlie Parker died in her apartment, but that last tune Thelonious Monk wrote in honor of her, and it's just called Pannonica. And then I followed that up with another beautiful Thelonious Monk composition called Monk's Mood. I like to do those two in a medley. I'm gonna do just another quick medley here. It's kind of I'm feeling a little bit kind of mellow tonight. It's a tune, "Days of Wine and Roses" by the great Henry Mancini, and I'm doing it in the style of a jazz guitar player who's one of my heroes named Lenny Breau. And Lenny Breau was a Canadian jazz guitarist, and died young, tragically, in the 1980s, but was just a brilliant guy, and not a lot of people know about him. And he was one of those great innovators and pioneers of the guitar. And I try and play, a little arrangement of his music to give credit to what he did to this for this instrument. Much like what someone like Wes Montgomery or Joe Pass or Django Reinhardt did. Lenny Breau is right there with them all. So this is the Days of Wine and Roses, and then I do just a little piece of the tune Freight Train, country tune, and I do like kind of the more original sounding chords, but then I do these Lenny Breau chords. So anyways, hope you enjoy. So there's my little Lenny Bro tribute. Hope you enjoyed. Um, yeah. And G Miigwech, Ivy, for your wonderful words. It means so much to me. Um, what else can I do here for folks? Yeah, well, I'll do some Django Reinhardt pieces because Django was such a big influence on my early playing. Um, I don't do that much playing, like precisely the way Django did with, the Hot Club with the two guitars and violin and upright bass. I do more. I like doing kind of my own style of Django. I like to kind of infuse some of the Lenny Bro and the Joe Pass stuff into the Django tunes. Makes it a bit more interesting for me. It feels more like my own. So I'm gonna continue on here with just kind of a big mashup of Django things and just improvise with it, see where it goes. Hope you enjoy. Hi, Carol. I know you're just a couple miles away up on Little Wabana. Good to see you. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's my little Django medley of Django ballads. That was Nuage and Tears and Melody al Crepuscule, like my favorite Django compositions. And let's see here. Thanks, Candy, for the beautiful compliment. And Bob, nice to hear from you. Nice to hear from my Twin Cities musician friends. And George, you're looking for a traditional folk tune, and I can make that happen, I think. I'll do some Slavic folk tunes for you, my friend, because I know you love them like I do. And Annie, it's so nice to see you, and I'm hoping we get to see each other in person by the lake this summer. So let me see here. I'm gonna do a couple Ukrainian things here for the heck of it. I think the Ukrainians wrote the most beautiful folk melodies of all the Slavs. I just love them. Yeah, I was really fortunate. I got to play with a musical master. Peter Ostrushko was one of my musical heroes and musical mentors, and I had the great fortune of being able to play with him. And he passed away just in late February, and um, I'm gonna miss him dearly, and I'm really grateful for the time that we got to share together. And so I think I'm gonna do a tune that I played with him. This is a tune titled "The Nightingale." Give me a sec. I gotta go into drop D tuning here. Okay, it's been a little while since I played this, so forgive me if I make a few mistakes. I'll just start over again if I have to. Yeah, I started out playing a different Ukrainian tune, and then I can't remember the name of it, and then wound up going into the Nightingale. Beautiful tunes. Tonye Vieter, I think is the. It is not the wind. There's the other one. Didn't do the pronunciation right, but well, I'm gonna do just a few more tunes here for you folks. Um, and I'm really grateful for every one of you that that tuned in here this evening, and I miss every one of you, because I know every name on this feed that's coming in, and Myrna, you know, we're gonna get back to life. I'm gonna come play some music for you. I'm gonna come play some music for you too, Annie. And Emmett, my brother. Happier days ahead. I'm gonna see you down in the Twin Cities at a gig. We're gonna hook up and hang out and talk life and talk smart, and stuff is getting better day by day, piece by piece. That tune was for my buddy Emmett. That's a Irish tune. I have no idea what the name of it is, but I learned it a long time ago and did a little solo guitar arrangement of it. Well, I'm gonna do just one more tune for everyone here. So for all of you who tuned in, I thank you very much. It's been a pleasure playing for you, and looking forward to the day when we can all meet up in person. And I don't think that day is that far off. We're getting closer and closer. It's incremental. I don't think it's gonna happen all at once, but it's happening nonetheless. And despite the outcome of the Twins' opening day, I always find the beginning of baseball season to be a very hopeful thing. And so I watched the Twins the other day, and I thought, well, baseball's back to 162 games, so something's moving in the right direction. So let's see here. I just gotta pick what I'm gonna do. What am I gonna play here? Sometimes I just play a little bit, something comes to me. close out. Gonna close out with "Like Someone in Love." Beautiful tune. Yeah, too bad about the Twins, but that pitcher should have got the easy out at first. What are you gonna do? But and right back at you, Annie. I feel the same way about you. This is "Like Someone in Love." All right. Well, thank you so much, Leslie. Thank you for tuning in, and hope to see you guys in Duluth, either for music or fishing. And Jenny, please say hi to Mr. Stubbs from his old student Sam Miltich. Give him my very best. And Myrna, thanks for tuning in. And Eric, thank you for the compliments. And everybody, hang in there. It's getting better day by day, incremental steps. It's a day at a time, no matter what. Take care. Have a great night. Bye bye.